package on the way.
Hello everyone, welcome back to CarePackage Episode 3. My name is Lotus and I'll be your party leader. Today we have a ton of information for you guys regarding the new patch for Ghosts, and of course we'll be giving you the lowdown for another map. This week I believe it to be Scrapyard, right? No.
Ignition.
Ignition. Ghost Ignition and the two Scrapyard. Ghost Ignition. Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Alright.
Should be pretty good. Even though the patch just dropped, we did look considerably on the map, so we should be able to help you out. Not to mention West Remember 2, so it's familiar information. But with no further ado, let's introduce our party. First person we got here is the co-leader of our clan, the man who refuses to put down the sniper even though it got nerfed a bazillion times, the one and only, with the sweet tooth for sniping, Candyman. How was your last week doing? Go. Ben. Go ahead.
Alright. Pretty good. Thanks for asking. Got my KD from a 3.30 to a 3.35 with some consecutive games going 30-0, 25-0. I even did a game where I did 42-3. So there I go again.
You're such a liar. No more than 42. You liar.
Whatever.
I don't believe you.
It's all true.
Deck, come on. Liar or truth?
Truth, I've seen him play.
That's right.
Okay, next up. We have... well, the man that doesn't really have any intro. Sorry. Decked, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. Feeling better this week.
Well, that's good, because last week you were a wreck.
Yeah, I was. This week I've been playing some squads more, like always. My rank is up there in the 1100 rank now. Just trying to get that rank up.
Go Matt.
Yay.
High five?
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
I'll give you props.
This means he plays a lot.
I just play
which
a lot
is
of
good.
squads.
So the better he learns the map, the better he does for us. So.
And we all know those AIs are cheaters once in a while.
Sometimes they do. I've seen them shoot through walls a couple of times.
I shoot through walls. Am I a cheater?
Yes.
You just got a hacks.
You are the hacksaw.
I used to be the hacksaw. Okay, let's start going over those updates. This big ass patch that we got. Do you guys want to just go over the main stuff then?
Main stuff.
Let's just hit the main points. There's a lot of patch notes. We'll post a link to all
description
of them on the screen and on the description too. So if you want to read the whole patch notes, go ahead and click the link.
Pretty boring though.
But let's go over some of the main ones.
All right. First up, we have the playlist update of Gun Game replacing Heavy Duty. Deck, I know you love Gun Game. I love Gun Game.
Yeah, Gun Game's a lot of fun. I'm glad to see it back.
Yep.
What do you think of?
I saw you playing earlier. Did you like it? Better than, Black Ops and...
I think they've made some good improvements to the Gun Game with the pistols last instead of first. So now it's easier to actually get kills in the beginning and a little harder to get kills at the end. So I think that's how Gun Game's supposed to be.
Right.
What about you? You liking it, Candyman?
I do.
Have you played it yet?
I have.
Have you?
Yes.
How'd you do?
I got second.
Second.
Yeah.
Better than me. I got third.
Yeah. Oh, I got Jude because the guy that got first.
Easy with that lingo. Don't be talking about people's religions.
I got messed up by the first place guy. He knifed me and then turned around and threw a knife or throwing knife at somebody. Got him. One first. I was like, ah.
Just like that?
Just like that.
We were just like, ah.
Yep. Because it's a game.
Can you hear that again?
Ah.
There we go.
They added Hunted to Free for All. Who's a Hunted fan?
I think it's an interesting playlist, but it's not one of my favorites.
I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, I played it, and when we were in the Clan Wars, we had that for one of the matchmaking things that we had to get. Start with a pistol, have to go to a crate,
Get a weapon.
get a better weapon. I think what they did when they put it to free for all, I think that was a good thing to do, because when you had a good enough team, you could just hold that. The CarePackage should not let the other team have any guns, and when you have a team that's really good against a team, that's not. When you're playing with people that don't play as much as other people, it tends to, make things unfair. So putting that in free for all, I think, was a great idea. Deck, Candy, anything else on that?
I really haven't played a lot of Hunted. You pretty much know what I know, so.
Deck, you're kind of quiet in your corner over there.
I think you covered it pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll go to the next one. They are adding the esports rules to Clan vs. Clan. If anybody knows what the esports rules are, they do take out some of the weapons. They remove all the explosives. They remove some of the sights, the thermal sights, the tracker sights. Both of those extremely overpowered, so it's a good thing to get rid of those. Normally esports does have friendly fire, but they got rid of that for Clan vs. Clan. That's the only thing that's not related with the esports that's been implied in this game mode.
Ghillie suits.
Ghillie suits are gone.
Yep. You can't use ghillie suits.
Kill streak's gone.
Kill streaks. The one thing
You
that
still
you
have
can.
specialists though.
Yep. Yep.
Beat you to it, Candyman. How about that? That's all really I got for that. But they just implying that.
I think it's awesome that they're adding some esports to Clan v Clan.
Makes it feel more competitive.
Yeah, it is more competitive. Then you're getting a little bit more taste of what the esports actually is and what MLG play is.
Yeah.
And not only that, they actually shorten the cooldown time. So clans like ours, when we have our high KDs, people can't just leave right away, and not let us play anything, because we had that a few times where we were just stuck in the finding teams.
Sitting in the lobby for 5, 10, 15 minutes because clans just keep leaving.
Yep.
It's pretty ridiculous. So I'm glad they did that. Big one that they just did. The IED damage was adjusted. So I mean, I didn't look a whole lot into this, but I know Deck, you looked pretty excessively into this.
I looked up some videos on YouTube on how this change actually affects the IED. And before it was, if you're in the radius, you're dead. But now, if it's on the ground and you jump, you will survive it. And if it's either on the wall or the ceiling and you lay down, you will survive it. So whether you're 10 feet or 2 inches, if you jump or lay down, depending on where that IED is, you're going to survive it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have you tried using this tactic yet? Do you have enough time to do it? Or
I have not personally gone through and find out.
So I know in the heat of the moment, like you hear the ID go off, you're like, oh crap. My first tuition. I'm not paying anything. My first instinct is to back off. I don't ever think about jumping. So hopefully I'll think about it.
Oh yeah, if you're not already like halfway into it from your running or something, then backing off is probably your best bet. I know that in the past, I used to try and, like claymores or something, I tried to run through them. So it's like I'm running, I hear it, I'm just going to keep running. But there's no way you're going to run through an IED.
No.
Your best bet's either to back off or now with the nerf, try jumping. If you hear that beep go off, take a jump in the air.
I personally think they should maybe nerf the damage a little bit, because just jumping, I don't think that's quite enough in my opinion, especially for the range on it, or at least decrease the range.
They might have nerfed the damage too. I'm not exactly sure.
I'm not sure
about that.
Next up on our list, we have they added 5 new prestige ranks to Extinction, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad they did that. You know, it gives you a little more something to do in Extinction now. Not to mention, you know, the storyline that they added.
Well, with the episodes that they're adding every single time, they might be adding more prestige levels every patch
Every patch.
or every DLC.
Well, that'd be really cool.
They might add some more prestige levels to it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome because you start off with 5, now you're up to 10. You know, gives you something more to do for the people that already reached that 5th prestige. Because you go through that pretty fast with only 30 levels.
Maybe they'll add 5 every time. So.
Okay. Spawn improvements. Decked, you were the man looking into this. What have you found out?
I don't know. I haven't seen too much of a change personally in spawn improvements, but there have been some.
I've noticed
Obviously, I haven't noticed too much.
I've noticed a great difference on it. I mean, when I was playing with the team and stuff, I noticed that they weren't constantly spawning behind me all the time. But as far as I know, I don't think I've had anyone spawn behind me since the patch.
I've only had it happen once, and I mean it was in Strike Zone, so and Whiteout. So I mean those 2 levels, it does happen. Big map, little map.
Yeah, but good thing they did. I mean, it
Yeah,
really
exactly.
needed
That needed to be adjusted. That had to be looked at real bad because it was terrible.
I think they posted in their notes. Before they posted all the patch notes, they posted something about that it's one of the most talked about topics from the players. They said it's also one of the most talked about topics at the game studio or the devs. The spawns is a big major issue, and they're working to fix it.
It's good because it needs to be looked at. Another big one. Dead Silence. If you guys use Dead Silence, you already know it's really, really strong, and it actually just got stronger because now instead of making it really hard to hear, you are completely invisible to sound. Completely invisible. You're sliding, can't hear it anymore. Cracking in the knees, I don't believe they can hear it. Maybe they can.
The knee crack might still be there.
Yeah.
But equipment, sliding, walking, running,
jumping over.
Dead Silence is completely silent now.
Yep.
So it kind of gave Amplify a little bit of a nerf. You were able to hear it prior to this. Now you can't hear it whatsoever. Amplify, if you are running Amplify,
you'll still hear them.
You'll still hear them a little bit, but I mean it's not.
It's lower.
I don't know if there's really a reason to run Amplify except to hear the other people that aren't running Dead Silence, because the people that are running Dead Silence, they'll probably be shooting by the time you hear them. So. I mean, unless you're through a wall, unless you're like inside of a building and you hear them walking by, there's, it's not really going to help you against them.
And that's one thing I'd like to tell everyone is run Dead Silence. Now that it got its buff, every class you have should be running Dead Silence. It's really powerful. Tell your friends, tell your clanmates, run Dead Silence. Just do it. It'll help your game.
Yeah, even if you don't have a headset and say you're playing with the people that do have headsets, you're going to have an upper hand on them. Because honestly, you could run right behind the guy and you probably wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
Help your teammates out too. Your teammates can't hear your footsteps then either.
So yeah, also, if you had problems like deciding if you want to run Amplify or Dead Silence, just do Dead Silence. It used to be kind of a toss-up. Dead Silence is definitely the strong one now.
Yes.
Next on the list, we have the AK-12. They increased the kick on it, so I mean it was a strong gun to begin with, so they had to nerf it a little bit so now like when you shoot it, it's gonna be bouncing a little bit more on you. So something to consider. Maybe put a silencer on it or a grip if you don't already have it on. Adjusted reload times on the L115 and the USR. Candyman, what are you thinking about that?
What do I think about that? Let's see. It's a handicap for all the other people. That's what I think about that.
Doesn't affect you too much?
No, it doesn't really affect me too much. One of the big things, though, is the fact that you're the one that told me about it, that quick draw doesn't really affect snipers anymore.
Yep.
Well, I have seen that. I mean, it really doesn't help very much. In my personal opinion, I think they're trying to take out the whole quick scoping aspect.
Yeah, I'm sure you're loving that quite a bit, aren't you?
Not really, but you know what? I'll deal with it. I still love sniping. That's my thing.
So you're just gonna be hard scoping everybody now instead of the whole quick scoping deal.
Maybe not. Well, yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Think long and hard about your answer right now.
But like I said,
Not only that, besides the whole, the quick draw thing, with the silencer, it has to be above the chest now. It can't be below the waist or above the waist. It has to be above the chest. If you're running chrome barrel, don't worry about it. It's still above the waist, or just whatever barrel.
And everybody knows that I run silencer on the sniper. I have stopped doing that just because of the countless times of hit markers. I've started using the chrome barrel. When I'm playing with the team and stuff, I really don't gotta worry too much about being seen, as far as trying to keep invisible.
Personally, if I was a sniper, I'd worry quite a bit about being seen.
Well, no, not when you're as good as I am, or is that being a little over conceited?
Well, let's test your conceitedness. I'm gonna put you in the middle of the map on a prison break, and I want you to sit there with the sniper and chrome barrel. Let's see what happens.
All right, let's do it.
We'll post it in the next video.
Oh God.
So we'll just have a trial on your conceitedness and see if it's too much or not.
Well, I'll play on your count then, since the KD can't go.
Well, you're the one that's conceited, so we're gonna play on yours. Next topic. They reduced the burst fire cooldown on the MSBS. So if you run burst fire on the MSBS, you know that it's usually 2 shots for a kill. You can shoot a little faster now. So good thing, bad thing to you.
MSBS has quite a bit of recoil, so shooting it faster is just going to give you more recoil, I think.
Hip firing, it'll help you, I guess.
I still think it's a little bit of a buff for the MSBS, though. Hip firing or a close range, it's going to kill people quicker now.
Yeah, of course.
Increased rate of fire.
That seems to be all for the big patch notes that we have. If you want to see the rest of them, we'll post a link for you. There's so many of them, it's hard to go over them. Half of them are pretty boring anyways. Anybody else, anything for patch notes?
I did read a couple of infected patch notes. I like to play infected.
Oh, yeah.
What
did you find out about the infected patch notes?
Infected patch notes. I believe they said they're adding more classes, more whatever.
Loadouts?
Loadouts.
Really?
So you're not going to start out with the Bulldog every time now. Like it seemed like you.
But you loved the Bulldog. It was your favorite.
I don't like shotguns.
As you can see in this gun game video, shooting across the map. What the heck were you doing?
I don't know how people get kills with the shotguns, because whenever I shoot them, I don't even get hit markers. But then I get killed by a shotgun, and they only shoot me once. I don't know how they do it, but
I don't know how you must wonder how people do the sniper rifle too. Watching you.
Anyway,
let's move on. Leave this subject. Diamond Division.
Diamond Division got some cool armor, some black and yellow gear, and black and yellow reticle and camo.
Black and girlfriend would like this, wouldn't they?
Black and yellow for Steelers.
His girlfriend's a Steelers fan. Newly acquainted Steelers fan. Not really much to say about that because everyone knows the Steelers suck. So,
not everybody, but anyway,
most people. I think you have to win the Diamond Division to get that. So
I didn't see anything about whether you have to win or just participate. But either way, if I see a guy in multiplayer running black and yellow armor Diamond Division,
they got a pretty decent clan then.
Yeah,
that guy I'd be impressed.
What do we have left? Just the map, scrapyard, or I mean ignition.
Map review of ignition. Yeah, we can go to that.
Yeah,
let's call it scrap mission.
Okay. You really missed that MW2.
No, not really. I mean, I barely played it, but I remember I camped a lot in it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so we have Ignition. This is a medium-sized map. Lots of cover, lots of places to hide. First off, you can probably see that there's quite a bit of differences from Scrapyard to Ignition. It's pretty insane. First off, I want to show you that this is one difference in it. This actually has an activation to it. If you push this, it'll actually make this
rocket engine.
Sure, go off and
yeah,
does some damage.
So if you got somebody behind you and you're like, oh, I want to torch them, good way of doing it.
Literally. All right. As you can see right now, you can't get up here, but if you wait, you can. Oh yeah, 3, 2, perfect time. This goes up in this. This actually happens in every game.
Time's kind of random though.
It's actually kind of freaky the first time it happens too. But once it happens, you actually can come up here. It changes the map as soon as that gets blown up. And you can actually go up here. You get a pretty full view of the map. You don't have a whole lot of cover. One thing you can do, say there's somebody over here, you can hit a glitch from this right here. Another thing you can do, you can actually see this thing right here. You can actually jump over there. Actually got a pretty good view from over here too. Got the view over there. You can actually see inside of there, down in there. Just be worried. It's quite a bit of area to cover. So I wouldn't be sitting here for the entire map if I were you. Maybe a couple kills. If you go back here, this is quite a bit different. I mean, it's still got the 3 levels like it used to. Maybe the other one only had 2. I can't remember. But you can go up here, get the full view. These used to be windows that you look through. They're now, I really don't know what I'm going to call those.
Opened windows?
Sure.
Let's go with that.
Holes in the wall?
Hole in the wall.
Definitely not a brick in the wall. All right. But yeah, you got huge range from here. I remember in the first one, these did not provide a whole lot of cover. You could shoot through these. I'm not sure if you can in this or not. They look pretty solid to me.
Probably can.
Got 3 holes. You can actually go down to a second level down here. Got same kind of view. A little more cover in this one. Harder for them to see you. And if you need to, you can actually go up here and look up here. Climb up here. So you're gonna get up there in a hurry. That's how you do it.
You don't have to use that one ladder to get up there. It's a second way up.
Always 2 ways up. Just gotta remember that. Unless we're talking about this plane right here, I'm only aware of that one. If you go over here, this spot is still pretty dark, so I mean it's still hard for them to see you if you want to sit in here like they used to in MW2.
Yeah.
Another spot I forgot to mention is over here. If you want to sit by this side here, you can see down this hall, but if you actually crouch down, you can still see down it, and they honestly cannot see you whatsoever. So, nice little spot.
Probably one of my sniping spots.
Yeah. Right here, same kind of thing. See all the way down where they can't see you. Be wary though, the smoke can get kind of thick at times. It's hard to see through, so tracker would probably be the best way to go on this one if you use those.
Or thermal.
Thermal too. In here, same kind of thing that it used to be. This actually blows up, so be careful. It's not the nicest of explosions. It's pretty large. Say you want to camp. I don't like giving out camping spots, but if you want to, this is actually a pretty good spot for people walking through that hallway.
Make sure you watch out for that place too.
Yeah, like if you're gonna sit there, make sure you have people spawning next to you, so you have people coming from behind. Another spot, if you want to come up here, you can actually sit over here and do the same thing all the way down. So
just be aware of people going from the bottom to the top.
Well, that's the thing. If you have a headset, you're gonna be able to hear them pretty well, so you actually have both sides covered. The only thing I gotta worry about is like over there when they're spawning, because I know that's a big spawn point over there.
Yeah.
Down here leads back to over where I was camping earlier. That's how you get up there. This is kind of new. I mean, you know you're gonna have people sitting down here in this little corner, so be wary of the spot right here. You guys remember the rocket coming up earlier? This part right here does not come down until that rocket goes up. Otherwise, this part's completely open. Over here, another spot, pretty good cover. Hard to see you. You have a pretty good range of absolutely everything. See down there, down there, down there, down there. And you can, I mean, they don't really have a full view no matter which way they come from you. Right here, if you're going to play a game, play some air hockey if you had 2 people. Pretty fun. Up here, we have a computer room. You can see down. People are going to be camping here quite a bit, so be careful. I'm actually not aware if there's a second way up here. I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think you can jump up there from here. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So, I mean, this isn't easy to get at, though. Just go back there and shoot. Over here, not a whole lot. I mean, I'd probably try staying away from this area. This is a good place for cover. Dex, you haven't been really talking. You're kind of quiet. You're like the odd man out here.
Oh, you're covering the map pretty good.
Yeah, I would say so.
Going over some of the key points.
Like I said, this is a big spawn area. So no matter where you're at in the map, always keep an eye on over here because they're going to be walking around quite a bit.
I have a question though. Go back into that room. I'm pretty sure you're able to shut that garage door, aren't you?
What you doing over there, Nick?
Messing with stuff.
From what I can tell, no.
Don't see any buttons.
Also be wary of this. There's another one that explodes. So if you're camping in that corner, watch out. Another thing, I don't know if you remember, but all the other maps, they didn't really have exploding vehicles. These do.
Thank goodness. I like exploding vehicles. They do what they're supposed to do.
Explode!
In here, if you get stuck in here, you're kind of stuck. So be worried that you can't go out these windows.
Not all of them, but I think there was a couple of them you could.
Yeah, I mean, there's
like this one here. You can climb in from there too.
You know, say you do get stuck. Best bet is either
get behind some cover.
Do that or try walking backwards while aiming and getting your ass out because you're gonna be screwed if you get stuck in there. Any other key points that I'm missing that you guys can think of?
You want to talk about the field order?
Oh, the field order, of course. I completely forgot about that.
Some of the spots where it is the kill zone, maybe?
Sure. With the field order, I'm sure you guys know with these new maps, they have different field orders that actually interact with the map. This one is a test engine. So once you get the field orders, if you see this up here, this is a test rocket. That's it's gas. This will actually start up, and it will test fire itself and shoot down into this grate. If you are anywhere down in here, like even here, it will kill you. If you're anywhere in this blast radius, it'll shoot all the way down there.
I think it shoots up here too.
Yep, it does.
Up on top. So if you're,
I'm not sure if it gets you right here. I'm pretty sure it does, but I'm not quite sure.
I think it gets you. Anyone down below.
Anywhere down here, even if you're down over here, it'll still get you. So I mean, if there's anyone down below, I'd probably save it until you see somebody like running there. That way you don't have to chase them.
No, I'm not 100% sure on this one, but when you get the test engine to activate, I do believe it puts up a circle. It's either green or red.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you get it, so
I'm not sure exactly the different colors. I don't know if it turns red when you are in the kill zone or if there are enemies in the kill zone.
It'd probably be.
I think it might turn red when there's enemies in it, just to let you know, hey, now's maybe a good time to use it.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly
because otherwise you don't know if anyone's even in it, and you're just
Yeah.
gonna waste it.
Another spot for you to watch out for. A lot of people will be camping in here. I wouldn't suggest this just because there's so many openings and it's easy to sneak in. If you're a sniper, I'm sure Candyman will be sitting here every once in a while.
Probably not for long though.
Because he's going to be that guy that does that. Another spot right here. If you're walking this way, I'd always suggest looking through here first rather than just walking through. Easy kills, they can't really see you through here. You have lots of cover. not a whole lot more to go over right here. If you're coming around this corner, make sure you're coming around and sitting right here rather than just walking around. Always stay on the inside. Never walk right in the middle. Gives you more cover. You can always jump over these. You need to get there faster.
I think that pretty much covers it.
Yep.
Well, I can go over some of the kind of maybe corner camping that I've seen. Maybe some of the spots for infected. I know this used to be a good spot people like to camp, was like back in here. So they might be watching this door or something. Let's see, what else did they have for camping spots? Obviously laying down right there. A lot of people like to do that. Or even over here, people would look through these. I remember that. This building has some corners in here. You look over right here too, maybe.
I try to stay away from showing people these camping spots. I don't want to show them these.
I just want people to be wary of them so that they can maybe look for enemies that are there.
Okay, fair enough.
Or if you're playing a game mode like Infected, you can maybe use these as hiding spots. Some people like to hide in Infected. Some people like to try and shoot their way out. Obviously, this building has a lot of camping spots too. Some corners. Here,
personally, I would
back in here.
I would say kind of avoid this building unless you're shooting from the outside.
Back in here. Obviously, there's this exploding thing here. So if this is still here and there's someone back here, you can try and kill them by blowing that up. But obviously, this building has a lot of corners that people could be just hiding in. Just be wary of it. Check your corners when you're going in buildings. Let's see. Does the center of the map have any I think not too many, I don't think. But maybe there or back in here. Just be wary of your corners. Check your corners. I'm sure you guys do. But just wanted to let you know about some of the spots I saw.
Anybody else have anything else to add about this map?
No, I think you guys pretty much covered everything.
So what do you think? How do you think they did on remaking an old classic?
I like what they did to it. I mean, they added a few new features. They kind of kept it the same way that it was. All they really did was update it, and give it some more textures. Took a little bit of the particle density away, which I think is a good thing personally, because that was insane over here.
Oh, yeah.
I really like the update.
I like it.
I think they did pretty good. It's no longer a plain graveyard, but it's pretty much the same layout. Still plays the same. They added that underground area, which I think helps a lot.
Rocket Tester, Pro.
I think it's a good remake. So
good job, Infinity Ward.
Thanks. I love seeing old maps. Some people say they want new maps. They don't want rehashed models. I love seeing the old maps coming back.
Speaking of old maps coming back, I think there was a rumor about Dome.
There's a little bit of a rumor that Dome might be coming back, but nothing confirmed yet. Don't get your hopes up for Dome. However, Dome is kind of in the game already. If you look at the map strike zone, you rotate the map about 90 degrees to the right. It's pretty much the same map. There's still the building with the front door, back door. There's still the dome building with 1-2 entrances. Some of the covers even in the same spots. The stairs that go down into the cave on Dome is now the stairs that go down by the hot dog stand.
Yeah.
It may be similar, but it's just not the same.
It's not the same. This isn't the same. The ignition isn't the same.
Yeah, but that is nowhere near the same.
Do you think we should put the site that you found that on the description, so then if anyone's kind of curious?
Sure. If you guys want to see the video I saw about Dome, and even that strike zone is maybe a little bit like Dome, we'll put the link on the screen there, and you can check it out for yourself.
Alright, well, that's all we really got for this. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like and give us any kind of feedback that you have about it.
And heads up to the clan. Thank you.
Thanks, clan. Yeah, let's play some clan wars. We need some more play time in those clan wars.
So yeah, if you guys need a clan, hit us up. Got your back.
Yeah, questions, comments, please We love to see the comments. We love to see views. We love to see thumbs up. Just give us any feedback, please. I think we're good for tonight.
Yeah. Let's drag this on a little longer.
Let's drag this on. Okay, we're stopping this.
Our Valkyrie is in the air.